it's sort of neat being able to work with such a heritage set of call letters, and it makes you really wary of what you do. You want to make sure that you hold up that honor.
November 3rd, 1938, the Anniston Broadcasting Company powered up a 100-watt radio station named after the president of the company, Harry M. Ayers. This station was called WHMA 1390. In 1947, the station came on the FM dial. It was 95.5 WHMA FM. After many changes in ownership, WHMA AM stayed on 1390 with one of the most well-known personalities in the area, Malcolm Street. Street was part of the WHMA family for over 50 years. He broadcasted Anniston High School football and started WHMA's first high school football scoreboard show. In 1985, WHMA FM started 100,000-watt powerhouse Alabama 100.
Alabama 100 at the time was the number one station, not only in this part of the state, but it was the number one of the top country stations in the entire United States of America. They were pulling ridiculous ratings. I mean that in a good way, ridiculous. And everybody listened to Alabama 100. They had the big signal, and then they also had a really good format. That's the time when country music really was changing, became a really hot commodity.
Alabama 100 and the latest from Hal Ketchum. That's what I get for losing you. 8:21 with Tanner and Troy.
In 1997, 1390 AM began broadcasting as The Score, an all-sports radio station.
And welcome into the Morning Sports Ride with John Holder, WHMA. This is The Score, AM 1390, all sports, all the time.
John Holder, Chuck Strickland, Mike Moat, Ryan Brown were some of the few at all sports, all the time, The Score.
All sports, and to my knowledge, that was the first all-sports station that we've ever had in Calhoun County. And I was on the ground floor of that, hosting the morning show on that as well, and that was a unique venture as well because, you know, again, you go back 30 or 40 years ago, I don't think anybody could ever conceive that there would be an all-sports station in a market as small as Anniston, but we pulled it off for 3 or 4 years. They decided they wanted to do a scoreboard show on Friday nights following that game of the week, and I was blessed enough to be able to be chosen to host and produce that show, and we very quickly, within a year, turned that into the number one scoreboard show in the state of Alabama, mainly because we had such a great built-in audience. You know, we had such a great signal that we had people listening to us on Friday nights in South Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Southern Tennessee, over in Georgia. So we covered a good part of the state of Alabama, and I think we did something as far as scoreboard shows goes that had really not been done before.
Now WHMA is 95.5, Alabama's favorite country, the Big 95.
Well, you know, I think that there's been a lot of change over the years, especially in the last, I would say a lot of change in the last 15 or 20 years. There's probably been as much change in 15 or 20 years as there was in the previous 30 or 40 years. We had the one big 100,000-watt station in Alabama 100 WHMA FM. When they moved to Atlanta, then we were left with a lot of smaller stations in Anniston, and I think that's been maybe the most significant change that has happened. And a lot of the stations that are now Calhoun County stations are not necessarily in Anniston anymore. It used to be that Anniston, going back about 30 years ago, every radio station for the most part that was in Calhoun County was based in Anniston. But now you've got stations in Oxford, stations in Jacksonville, stations in Piedmont. And so, I think now that there's a lot of diversity out there, and I think you're seeing a lot of smaller stations that we didn't have in the Anniston market 30 years ago.
A lot of folks think that radio is just government funded, which is not the case. I mean, even though radio is free, which I think is really the main reason that radio is so successful, is because you don't have to pay for it. Unlike television or cablevision or any other form of entertainment where you have pay-per-view or pay for this, radio has been free forever. And I think that's one of the reasons that it has been so successful, and the fact that it really caters to the local, with local news, local weather coverage. Anytime there's severe weather, you break in, you do the local weather coverage, you make sure that you try to keep people safe.